Alright everybody, welcome back to our second Voiceflow prompt chaining tutorial. So let's get started with video number 2 where we're going to be focusing on creating personas. So in the previous video, we created this simple response AI step based on a prompt of welcoming the user to a cowboy restaurant. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a persona of our restaurant owner or waiter/waitress. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we can say here is we have some generic task of welcoming the user to a restaurant. We can remove the cowboy portion here. Now, how do we tell the assistant that we want them to embody a cowboy? What we can do is we can create a persona. So in our prompt, we can add, you are the owner of a cowboy restaurant. Welcome the user to your restaurant. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, there we go. We got a welcome to our restaurant. Now, what we don't want to do is have to copy paste this portion to every one of our different steps. So let's actually create a variable from this. So in Voiceflow, what you can do is you can create a variable in your prompt. Let's call this persona. We'll hit add. And what we can do is we can define what that persona variable is like. So currently right now, if we want to run this in our canvas, we haven't defined what persona is. So we need to copy paste a value in here. So you are the owner of a cowboy restaurant. That's our persona. So when we run it, we'll see a similar result as before. Now, how do we define it that every time we start our assistant, we have a persona? We're going to go ahead and we're going to use the set step. So under the logic category, we're going to pull out set and we're going to add it here. Call it set persona. And we're going to apply it to the persona variable. Now we're going to enter the value that you are the owner of a cowboy restaurant. So we need to put that in quotes. There we go. Now we're going to change our start block to go to our persona first, and then go into our welcome block. Or we can combine the two blocks together like this. That makes it a little bit cleaner. So we're going to set the persona and go to the welcome user flow. So let's hit run. And we should be greeted with a welcome to the cowboy restaurant. There we go. Pretty neat. Now what if we want to change our persona? Let's do it to you're the owner of a sushi restaurant. If we do this, we should get a different result because now we have a different prompt. There we go. Welcome to our sushi restaurant. Very different than a cowboy restaurant. So that wraps up this video about learning about personas. In the next video, we're going to talk about using the AI set step to add sentiment analysis to how the user is feeling and how we can help them. So let's go on to video number 3.